The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
It's football season in Chattanooga, where the Mocs are back-to-back SoCon champions.
We've got tremendous football players in this room.
Caught at the 25, down to the 20, down to the 10, touchdown Chattanooga.
Well, I think the fan support part of it is huge, because our fans are phenomenal.
Wants to throw, and it is picked.
Led by head coach Russ Huseman.
Come out and play with unbelievable energy today. Play with a chip on your shoulder today. You guys belong. Let's roll.
Welcome to Inside Chattanooga Football, hosted by head coach Russ Huseman and the voice of the Chattanooga Mocs, Jim Reynolds. Brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies. By Coca-Cola, Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler. By FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.
Welcome to Inside Chattanooga Football. I'm Jim Reynolds, and on the program today we have highlights of the Mocs shutout win over Presbyterian, an impressive win by the Mocs last Saturday. They've now won 3 games in a row. Also, we're going to talk to Kayla Jones, tennis player, as she gets ready for the upcoming Steve Barris tournament. And the question today is, how do you get a football team from point A to point B? We're going to follow the UTC equipment managers around as they pack up the Mocs, take them on the road, and get ready to play a game in Clinton, South Carolina. All that and more coming up when Inside Chattanooga Football returns in just a moment.
We celebrate you, loyal UTC fans, who brave sunburn and parking game after game. You super fans who live, eat, and breathe your UTC sports. And you, family of fanatics, passing down your game day traditions. No matter who you are, Mighty Mocs, FSG has you covered. Get the exclusive Power C debit card and show your UTC pride. Together, we'll ride the rails to victory. FSG Bank is proud to be the official bank of UTC Athletics.
The Learfield Sports Directors Cup honors the nation's best overall collegiate athletic program in each division, men's and women's sports. The prestigious award continues its reign as the crowning achievement in college athletics. To follow your favorite team, like us on Facebook. Find us in USA Today, online, and on Twitter at LS Directors Cup. Over 2 decades of excellence. The Learfield Sports Directors.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Football is brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies.
Well, I think the run game is him. He's a good player, and we knew him. We knew coming out of high school he was a bona fide player. I mean, I don't even think there was a question. Good player. He's a great kid coming out of high school. I know some of you guys are probably familiar with him, and he's their running game. He's really good. They feed him the ball, and when you got a good one like that, that's who should run the football. So, you know, I'm happy for his success because he is a local guy. I hope he doesn't have that kind of success this week. 1 week, don't have success this week. But he's playing really well. I mean, he's playing like a big-time back. Well, we try to get kids that can run. I mean, that's been our number one priority. You know, if you've kind of seen our MO from the times we were at Richmond till now, you know, 2 edge guys that can fly, and we had them at Richmond. We've had them here for a long time, and you know, those great pass rushers. And then this year, I mean, with Isaiah Mack, he can run. He's explosive, and then Free's always been really good. And then Taylor Reynolds is having a good year so far. So, you know, we've got some guys that can run. We're not the biggest in the world, but we're going to play and build our defense based on speed. And, you know, if somebody wants to get into 2 tight ends, 2 backs, and try to, you know, maul us, then that's what, you know, that may hurt us a little bit. I don't know, but we're going to run on defense, and that's kind of how we build it.
Just be able to come down and make some tackles on the run support game when they do run it. And like I said, our D-line should hold them up. When they do pass it, we're going to make them pay for it. Oh, yeah, they have some strong backs in the backfield. But you just got to rough them up, man, bring them down.
I think we're playing well as a unit. You know, I think we all have a good bond together, and we feed off of each other. And I think the offense overall is making steps each week that if we keep going at like we're going, I think we can be really special.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Football is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler.
This is our helmet and shoulder pad trunk. We have all our extra pads in here. This goes on the sideline with us usually when it's easy to get. We just keep anything we need here, anything we think will come up for the sidelines. We've got a whole run of shoulder pads and helmets in here. For some of our main starters we know we'll be playing most downs, we have preset chin straps for them. Some extra chin strap covers and extra regular chin straps for players. Face masks, helmet liners, anything you can think of. This one we usually keep packed. I like to always have this one ready, be able to go. We try to keep as many as we can packed, just that way it's easier for us during the week and we can just get everything loaded and we're ready to go for the game. Now this was our pant trunk, pad trunk. This is another universal one that we use a lot. And on the bottom of it we have all our protective padding, rib pads, cur collars for a player if they get a stinger. Everything fits different every week. It's a big game of Tetris with everything. So if I can try to get the pants to lay flat across, we do. We'll pack make sure we have some extra game socks in here. You never know when a player is going to lose a pair from last week or get a big hole. The coaching staff decides what color we wear for the week. They give us the call on Wednesday usually, sometimes earlier, sometimes later, but I mean, it's really easy. We don't have a ton of combinations, so we get it done. All right, this is the offensive uniform trunk. So we just kind of grab them, and then our hook slides out. You can put it right on. And this is usually the last thing we get packed each week, and then it always goes on the front of the truck, so it's the first thing to get off for us as well. This is our old shoe trunk. We have a new one, so this one is just kind of our everything trunk. This is probably the most important trunk we take with us. This has everything in it from extra socks to extra padding, extra girdles. If they need it, they're probably gonna find it in this trunk. The other big thing we have in here are quarterback towels, field towels, padded sleeves. You can see we have just basic knee pads and different thigh pad options for them, because sometimes in practice, they'll be doing something and want a thicker thigh pad in the game, want to be quick and use a thinner, more sleek one. If it's a normal regular road trip, we usually leave the day before the game. If it's a real long one like VMI or even Florida State, we have to leave on a Thursday night just so we can get there, then have everything set up in case the team wants to come and do a walkthrough or practice. And if we have to fly, things get really complicated because trunks like this usually don't fit under a plane. And there's a lot less that we can take, so we have to cut down our trunks and we combine a lot of things and we find interesting ways to get things to fit together so it can go underneath the plane. Well, we're back from practice. It's Thursday, day before we leave for the trip. After Thursday practice, we finish up loading the truck, get the players' bags on now that practice is over, get the cameras loaded, and we're ready for whatever the weekend entails. The truck's loaded and we're ready to go. I'm going to hit the road tomorrow morning, get down to Presbyterian and we'll set up, and we'll be ready for the game.
It's time for the Student Athlete Spotlight, brought to you by Southeast Bank.
With the tournament, we're just kind of testing the waters a little bit. I know it's my first tournament, so it's just kind of getting us ready for match play and things like that. We have some really good teams coming this year, though, so it should be good competition. I know Ole Miss, a few of their players, Murray State, MTSU. I think they were all ranked teams last year. We look to build on just like finishing. I know we were so close, second place, and I know I really want first this year. So I'm hoping to build on just playing better, finishing out points, finishing out matches. I want to beat ETSU, and I want to beat Sanford. We beat ETSU in the regular season last year, and I personally on that team don't have anybody that I just have to beat. But Sanford, the girl graduated now, so it is what it is. But those are the two teams I really want to get. They're our best competition for sure.
We celebrate you, loyal UTC fans, who brave sunburn and parking game after game. You super fans who live, eat, and breathe your UTC sports. And you, family of fanatics, passing down your game day traditions. No matter who you are, Mighty Mocs, FSG has you covered. Get the exclusive Power C debit card and show your UTC pride. Together, we'll ride the rails to victory. FSG Bank is proud to be the official bank of UTC Athletics.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Football is brought to you by FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.
Their passing game. Third down, about 6.5. Garrick to throw, steps up in the pocket, loses the football, still free. Scoop, and recovered at the 11-yard line. First big play for Chattanooga, and the Mocs come up with that free football. Side board, wide left. Huseman to run or throw. He breaks the tackle once, gets near the end zone, and backs his way in. Is he in? Yes. Touchdown, Chattanooga. Mocs take advantage of the turnover, and Jacob Huseman goes the final several yards. First down and 10 for Presbyterian. Pulls it back. Quarterback runs near side and can't get past the Mocs. Great pursuit. Jacob Huseman from the gun. Hands it off, pulls it back to Derek Crane. Goes up the middle and picks up 9, 10, maybe 11. First and 10, Chattanooga, Mocs in all white. Hand off Crane, finds a hole, breaks a tackle down the field, hit inside the 40 and Presbyterian. 7-0, 3 minutes or so to play in the first quarter. Cheek drops back, has some time initially. Now he stops, now he starts, avoids one, hit at the 40 hard, and then hit about the 42-yard line harder. Took a couple of 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. I don't believe it's a democracy, to be honest with you, with the coaching staff or the players, as Crane sweeps the far side, cuts it upfield, runs near the numbers and picks up Chattanooga with the lead. Back right in front of us. That's better. Pump fake by Huseman, goes long underneath and wide open and making the catch. Touchdown, Chattanooga. Wide open was Xavier Borishati. His second touchdown reception of the year. Defense or address the defense?
Yeah, address.
I got you. Those are two very, very different things. Near side run on the near sideline, hit out of bounds. Ricardre Bagley. Bagley had a full head of steam.
But they want to keep him mobile
and flexible. Benefield in the game. He gets the pass on the near side at the 40, at the 35, down inside the 30. Who's losing the job? Dropping back, wanting to throw. Had time initially and then dropped. Hit once and then hit twice. Pretty good job by Chattanooga that time.
5 running plays of plus 10 and 2 long passing plays.
Quarterback draw. Jacob up the middle at the 40 and tripped up near midfield. That'll be a 20-yard blue hose paint in the end zone. Half of his uniform is blue right now. Mocs try to sweep near side, cutting it upfield and picking up a first down. Near side. 2 receivers far side, 1 receiver near side, 4-man front for Chattanooga. Bridges tries to go wide, hit in the backfield, and dropped.
Wow, A.J. Hampton was mad.
Updating in my mind after that 5-yard run. They're going to keep Jacob again. He's got 5, he's got 10, he's got 15, and slides down into Presbyterian territory. Cheek does return at quarterback for Presbyterian. They run the reverse, and it's caught in the backfield again. Slow developing plays against Chattanooga, and usually good things happen. Second down and long. Trying to set up that screen, bounce back and picked off. Near side at the 40, at the 30, little bit of a foot race down to the 10. Touchdown Chattanooga. Ball deflected and Toivian Brand picks it out of midair and rumbles down the field a stride or two ahead of Benefield to punt the football away for Chattanooga. No, it's Ribeiro, excuse me. Enrique Ribeiro punts it away. And it's bobbled and recovered, I think, by Chattanooga. Picked up, and no, he was down. Ready to, I think it is going to be Chattanooga's football. I think. They don't have to snap it again, and we'll count it down. There's 10 seconds remaining in the game. And UTC goes on the road for a second straight week and claims a 21-point win. Pitching the shutout tonight, make it a final. Mocs 21, Presbyterian nothing.
Welcome back to Inside Chattanooga Football. I'm Jim Reynolds, joined with head football coach Russ Huesman. And a nice trip to beautiful Clinton, South Carolina. A shutout win. You can't be too disappointed with that.
We're happy with it. To go on the road and get a win. The conditions weren't great. It was misty. The field was a little bit wet out there. I thought defensively we played really well. Did enough on defense to win a game. Offensively, we played well in the first half. Not great in the second half, but we got a little conservative in the second half to hang on to the football to just get out of there with a win. And but give Presbyterian credit. They played hard. They're well coached, and they're really good on defense.
I think Will Poindexter on our radio crew asked Jacob after the game, "You ever played a football game in a cloud before?" That's how it was. It was just misty, and the field conditions were kind of soft, weren't they?
It was soft, but, you didn't see much slipping around out there, which was good. I thought the field was in great shape. They've done a nice job with that field, and we probably dug it up a little bit during the course of the game. But it wasn't you didn't see many people slipping out there.
I will say this. You didn't say this, but I thought it was a game the Mocs are supposed to win. How important was it just to get the lead in the first 2 minutes of the game?
Well, that first turnover was huge. Like I said, when you go on the road, you have to get some momentum on your side, and to get that sack fumble and get the ball there and to punch it in. I mean, a great run by Jacob to get it in there. We needed 7, not 3, but it was a great start to the game.
A turnover and then a touchdown. 2 minutes in, you have a 7-0 lead. Score again in the first minute of the second quarter as well.
Yeah, we were moving the ball really well. We shot ourselves in the foot quite a bit offensively by not getting it in. The fake field goal call by me was terrible. But we had seen on the extra point that they had done exactly what we thought they were going to do. And then they came back when we had the field goal attempt and rushed a different guy, and he was unaccounted for, and they dropped a different guy who was accounted for. So, but you it's my fault. We need to execute that better. There was nothing our players could do on that one. It was just a poor play call, but thank goodness we still won the game.
Did well in the defensive line. Keontae, a big game. Toivian Brand, he said it was the first touchdown he's ever scored. Ever. 44-yard interception return. I'm sure it's the first one he scored in college. He said ever. That's pretty big.
Yeah, it was neat to see him get that one. And I think we got 2 interceptions on the year, and they're both defensive linemen. Our secondary better start picking it up. But he ran really well with that thing. He got it, and he was wide open. He looked good running with it. So, but you got to give credit. I think Freeman tipped that ball. We're playing really well up front defensively. Marcus West and Tony Brown are doing a great job with those guys. They're playing at the highest level, I think, of probably other than the quarterback position. The quarterback position and the defensive line are playing at the highest level on our football team, and both pretty important positions there.
You'll hold Presbyterian to 8 yards in the second half. 8. That's a pretty good number.
Yeah, it was a combination, and we were playing pretty decent on defense, and I don't think they were playing real good on offense. So, but part of that is, you get so much pressure on the quarterback with a 4-man rush. If you can do that, and if we can continue to do that during the course of the year, we'll be fine. We still have way too many mistakes on the defensive side of the ball, things that are going to get us beat if we continue doing it. So even though we shut them out, I don't think as defensive coaches we're real happy right now.
All right, talk about you have an open date. Does it come at a good time? Normally when we talk about open dates, we go, you tell me you got a bunch of guys hurt and you'll get them well and all that kind of stuff. That's not the case this time, though, is it?
No, the only guy that's been limited is Alfonso Stewart, and this extra week will really help him. We'll have him back for the Furman game. It's kind of a crapshoot as to when the open date comes. I think it's a good time right now. We're coming off a win. Now we're going to start a stretch of games that are huge, and I think to get our guys away from football for a few days, to re-energize their batteries, get our coaches on the road to re-energize them. I think it's a good time. I actually like it at this time of the season. It just so happens we're pretty healthy right now.
So you don't have to worry about getting people physically healthy, but maybe mentally healthy.
I think so. I think, it was a long camp. You have them here the whole second session of summer school. Then it's a long camp. Then it's a 4-game grind. And I think this time is where you really need your open date, about the 3rd or 4th week. And you can see most everybody has an open date 3rd or 4th week of the season. And a lot of times it is getting people healthy. But for us, we're healthy. We got to stay healthy. And I think just the mental fatigue that goes with it to get them back and feeling good about themselves.
So an open date for the Mocs this coming weekend. Next time on Inside Chattanooga Football, we'll preview the Mocs conference game with Furman. That's next time. We'll see you then on Inside Chattanooga Football.
Inside Chattanooga Football has been brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies. By Coca-Cola, Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler. By FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.